Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we'll see one of the more dangerous passing offenses. The Chiefs are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Broncos, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. First and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
In motion left is Thomas. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They go play action here on first down. They shakes it off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Kevin Pierre-Louis in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop it for a loss of about 10. Now Wilson on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the rookie from Toledo, this is Kareem Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Shifts free at the 15. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I think that's about as good a 3-yard run as you're going to see. And he actually did with a little bit of flair, didn't he?
Let's go.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And they still need 10 yards here to find pay dirt. It's 2nd and goal from the 10. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I would run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run with Henderson, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Play clock winding down. They go play action now. Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Wilson. Screen play, Anderson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. Now the second-year man from Syracuse, Riley Dixon, on to punt. Back deep for Kansas City, DeAnthony Thomas. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now here comes Kansas City. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack. And that's what I'm seeing so far.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. 4 yards there on the carry. Gets it back to 2nd and 11. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him. And some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And going deep for him. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. Here's Henderson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. And he motions the wide receiver. On 2nd down, Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. They'll put it in the hands of their receiver, Sanders. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Wilson. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they've wanted to.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Play action, it's Mahomes. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. No. Check, Patriots. Green, 39. On second down, here's Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Von Miller in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Wilson now off the bootleg. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And his kick is good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Play action. Now Wilson. Sanders has it over the middle. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They go play action with Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On the carry is Henderson. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with third and just a couple. Third and 2, now Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Oh, that really would have been something to see, but he's denied by the framework.
Do you remember seeing David Akers in Green Bay a few years ago on opening day? He had a 63-yarder to end the half, hit the crossbar, and go over. So sometimes it works for you, and sometimes it works against you.
And this time, it's against. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Lamar, Brendan Langley. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now Henderson. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. On second down, here's Wilson. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Broncos on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Toward the sideline, it's complete, an athletic grab, but still well short of the first. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. First and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run. And while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 5 yards to go. Wilson. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And to give this time to the tailback. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Thomas, the man in motion left. Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. In motion left is Thomas. On 3rd down. That's Henderson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And some space here. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll toss it to Hunt, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City 1st. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now here's Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Gun, 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 gun. That's hot.
Mahomes to throw once more. And going deep for Hill. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though, 3rd and long.
Here we go. 3, 10.
And again, it's Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
They go play action with Wilson. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The slot man in motion right. Now a handoff looking right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
They go play action now. Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
He keeps making plays like that when Carlos Henderson's name will be extended to Carlos Henderson, big play guy.
Well, he maybe wasn't the household name out of college, went to Louisiana Tech, but 19 touchdowns last year. That tied the number 5 overall pick, Corey Davis, for the most in D1 football. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. See if they stay on the ground for second down. The play fake. Here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 11. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much, right?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. 7 yards to go on second down. C.J. Anderson in the game. He gets it here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. On second down, Anderson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Second and 10 now. Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henderson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver 1st. 1st down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Broncos on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. There's Wilson to throw. And that pressure gets to him again. Mike Morgan, he's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Kansas City, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.